Hello once again, here's another pickup video. Round 2. And this one's probably going to be one of the bigger ones, so I apologize in advance. But some of the stuff I got, totally worth it. I want to point out that this lot I got off of Facebook Marketplace, and I paid a really good price. Now, I took a gamble. A lot of people out there, they're not willing to take the gamble. Because I'm going to be honest, everything I'm about to show you was in a garbage bag. No joke. All just thrown into a garbage bag. No guarantee anything was going to be worth anything. I had no clue what was in that lot. There was a few pictures online. But it was still a gamble whether or not it was worth the price tag. Now, that being said, I feel I paid way less than what I should have. But I'll let you guys decide. Because I paid $40 for this lot. $40. Now, based on a few games that are in the lot, I'm pretty sure I made out like a bandit. Despite what you may say. So let's go ahead and hop right in, right? So first off, I got a bunch of PlayStation games, PC games. I even got some DS cases, no games, but cases. So let's start off. PC game, SimCity 2000 collection. It's not a bad game. I like playing Sims. And I should note, yes, there's over 50 pieces in this lot. So if you do the math, it comes out to be a little less than $1 a piece. It comes out to be about more like 70 cents a piece. So SimCity 2000, alright, I'll take it. I'll play it. And if I don't, I know people who will. The original Siphon Filter. Come on, who doesn't remember playing the original Siphon Filter? Oh, me and my brother Jeremy used to play these all the time. It's amazing. So it is complete. It does have the manual and everything, but the case is a little broken. But hey, once again, I paid like 70 cents essentially for it. So was it worth it? Absolutely. And yes, everything I show you works. Without question. I've tested it a million times to make sure everything worked. It works. May not look all that great, but it works. Alright, next one. Game Day 98. Never been a big fan of sports games, but hey, it was in the lot. What are you going to do? It is complete. The case, if you look right there, the little knob that keeps the front of the case on the back of the case is broken. See, watch. When I open it, oh, it's a magic trick. But I didn't have it before, and it is complete, with the exception of the case being a little beat up. So, I mean, collectors, you can't, beggars can't be choosers, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to get my toe back into collecting for some of the systems that I used to have. Like, I used to have a massive PlayStation collection. I don't anymore. I want to get back into it. And when I say PlayStation, I mean PlayStation 1. Because even my PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 and 4 collections aren't very big, but I never had to get rid of those. Another one, NASCAR 98. 98, man, that takes me back. Now, complete. It is the greatest hits one, which I don't hate on. I mean, I'll take what I can get. It is complete, and the case is not broken. Now, I was just looking at the back of the case, and there's a McDonald's car on there. Not sure if you guys can see that. It's like, I'm going to pick that and start racing around the track with that. Do. I'm loving it. Next one, Monopoly. Greatest Hits. The case seems to be in really phenomenal order. Bad news. No game. Aww. Wah, wah. But that's okay. I can always get the case is usually the hardest piece to find. You can usually find the games loose without a manual, without a case. So I have the case, now I just need to find the manual. Or not the manual, but now I just need the CD, the disc. And that'll hopefully be the easier part. Next one, Gran Turismo. Oh my goodness. Who doesn't remember playing Gran Turismo? It's in a 2-disc case, but there's only 1 disc. Never understood that, but hey, it is what it is, and I'm going to enjoy the game. I started playing this with my brother when he first got his first PlayStation. I remember we had to flip it upside down to get it to work properly. This is actually what got me into loving racing games. I was never a big racing game guy, but then I played this and it got me right back into it. So, Gran Turismo, good game. Next one, Dave Mirra BMX Freestyle or Freestyle BMX. Now, I've never played this game. I'm assuming it's more like Tony Hawk Pro Skater, but obviously with BMXs. I'm going to give it a shot, see if I like it. If I don't, well, I didn't have it. It's in my collection now. Oh man. This isn't a game, but it's an interactive CD sampler, Volume 5. And anybody who used to play the PlayStation understands that there are always demo discs or such that ran rampant. They came in the mail like little boxes of Tide. One particular set of like I guess behind the scenes or demo disc was like the Underground and interactive samplers. I think it's interesting to have stuff like this because you never know what you'll find on them because they're always finding Easter eggs on demo discs nowadays, like several years later. So there could be something on there. I don't know. I'll have to look and do some research to see if there's anything on there or if they found anything. I highly doubt it. It's a sampler disc, not a demo disc, but you never know. Now we're going to get into something I never thought I'd even start collecting. Nothing against the system. But there was Dreamcast games in there, y'all. What kinda? I mean, I want to say a couple of them are Dreamcast games. I'm going to consider this one a Dreamcast game. Sega Dreamcast web browser. Complete, in box, everything is there. And I don't have a Dreamcast. I do eventually want to get a Dreamcast. I think it's a system worth getting because I think it was... I think it came out before its time. I think it came out before people could appreciate it a little bit more. I think if it came out today, I think it would be a little bit more well received. That being said, next game is Sega Dreamcast NFL 2K1. And what's weird is that I actually have 2 copies of this in one case. So you have this one. And then you have this one. 2 different games, 1 case. So I got 2 copies, same game. They both work. So, you know, if any of my friends want a copy for the Sega Dreamcast of NFL 2K1, hit me up and I'll hook you up with the disc. And I'll even find a good case for it to give you. No manual though. Not that you actually need a manual for a sports game, but no manual. And the final Dreamcast game, NBA 2K1 Complete. Now, once again, it is a sports title, and there is like a crack that goes right across here. But like I said, the case is usually the harder part to find. And yes, it is complete with game, so I can't complain. Like I said, dude, let's go over what I've already talked about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 different games or web browsers. And there's more. That's just 10. I'm not joking. This is a big one. Next one, Clubhouse Games. Now this is the DS. This is the DS game that I only have the case for, but finding the game is the easy part. The cases are the hard part. So you know what I mean. Next one. Now this one I was actually kind of shocked it didn't have the game, because most people go crazy for this franchise, and they normally keep everything together. Animal Crossing Wild World. Now, I was actually kind of shocked that this one didn't have the game. I was like, really? Because people who buy this game, they keep it together. They don't play around, man. They do not play around. So we're gonna move into random stuff. I know the games, and I got more games I'm gonna go over, but I want to show you the random stuff that I got. An Xbox 360 DVD, HD DVD, whatever remote. Now, I do not have an Xbox, so I know what you're thinking. Didn't you just tell us that you tested everything? I did. I took it over to a buddy of mine's house. He has an Xbox 360. We tested it. It works perfectly. I think the remotes go for like, I want to say 10, 20 bucks, brand new. It's used, so let's say about $5 bucks, paid 70 cents. So there you go. Alright. Random accessories. 2 PlayStation 1 memory cards. Now, unfortunately, my PS1 is my PS3 because my PS3 is backwards compatible, and I don't have a PS1 actual system. Now, I have not tried to use these in my PS3. I don't think I can. So don't send me hate mail going, hey, you tested everything, right? And I did test them. I went over to a buddy's house to see if they work, or have him test them, see if they work. He said they work. He didn't tell me what was on them, so that's gonna be another surprise for me later on. All right, next set of games. We're gonna go with Game Gear. All right, so first one, Tasmania. Let's see if you can read that. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Oh, there we go. Tasmania. It's a little weird, but it's a lot better. I gotta say, it's a lot better than Tasmania on Super Nintendo, because Super Nintendo is more like that Roadrunner game, whereas this is more of, I want to say this is more of a platformer adventure game. Don't quote me on that. Sonic 2. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 with Tails. Now, I always thought it was weird that they did the Sonic the Hedgehog games on Game Gear instead of giving them a different title. Kind of like what they do with the Metal Gear games for like PSP and so on and so forth. How it's still part of the franchise, but it's a different title. That's just a little weird. Maybe, because when I was playing it didn't seem like the Sonic 2 for the Genesis. That's all I'm getting at. Alright, my favorite Game Gear pickup, Power Rangers, the movie video game. Oh yeah, who doesn't remember the movie? Oh come on, I'm not the only one. And of course the fourth one is another copy of Sonic 2. Could always use a spare. I might end up, I don't think Sonic 2 is really worth anything. I think it's worth like $1 or $2. So if I find somebody who needs it, or I need something for a trade, I might throw it in there for free or something. I don't think it's really worth a lot. But for people who are collecting it that don't have it, which I wouldn't think there's a lot of people that don't have it if you're collecting Game Gear, but neither here nor there, right? So that's Game Gear. Only one Game Boy game. Tetris. Gotta have Tetris if you got a Game Boy. And I know what you're thinking. Somebody wrote their name on it. They did. But luckily, it looks like they left the label alone. So, running what is it, erasable ink over that should take care of it. If that doesn't, isopropyl, we'll get it off. The label seems to be in pretty good condition. The cartridge as a whole is in pretty decent shape. Like I said, it works, no problem. It's crazy, right? Now, let's see, that's 12, 14, that's 15 games so far, and I'm not even halfway done. I'm not even halfway done, people. Stay with me. Alright, so now we're going to cover, not, PC, non-game, whatever. Next set, Prince of Persia soundtrack. Like I said, not a video game, and it's still sealed, so I have not listened to it, but it's like, if it's based off the game, I actually kind of like the soundtrack. If it's based off the movie, I kind of like the soundtrack. So, I'm going to enjoy it either way, right? And it's still sealed. Dude, that's awesome. I love sealed stuff. Doesn't mean it's going to stay that way. Like, I hate to say it, but if I get an NES game that I don't have, and it's sealed, like, it's hard to tell whether it's factory sealed nowadays, but let's say it's sealed. I don't know if I could keep it sealed. You know what I mean? I guess it depends on the game. That's just me. So, and what was cool is, and here's the thing that, like I said, it came in a garbage bag, right? Yet, it came with stuff that was not hard. It came with paper items. And the paper items weren't nearly as messed up as I thought they'd be. Like, I got a manual for double dribble. And literally, there's no creases or anything on it. And it's actually in really good shape. It's crazy. And it was in a garbage bag. Like, for all intents and purposes, it should have been crinkled, ripped, whatever. Same with Silent Service. Now this one's a little bent up, but that's okay. Tetris. Sky Shark. Woo! Sky Shark. Jack Nicklaus 18 Holes. There we go. Finally got it on screen. Tecmo Baseball. I wonder how many games went with the title Baseball. There's quite a few if you think about it. And no, I'm not talking about like bases loaded. I'm talking about just baseball. Because you got Tecmo Baseball. You have just Baseball by Nintendo. So, Blades of Steel. Blades of Steel. Now, I want to apologize for this next one. This is the condition I got it in. But, DuckTales. And if you look right there, you see it. It's written. It's ripped, a little torn, a little coffee stain. And feeling it, it seems a little waterlogged. You know how paper gets stiff after it's been wet? It dries, but it's never the same. It feels like, you know, a little waterlogged, but, you know what I mean? It'll serve the purpose for now. Golf. Golf. For those people who want to play golf. No, I'm kidding. I don't play the game, but, yeah. For a collection, you gotta have golf. Now, this one, dude, the fact that it's in as good a shape as it is surprises me. Super Glove Ball. Manual. No writing. It's a little dented on the front corner right there. Still, it's like excellent condition. It's crazy, man. I can't believe these manuals aren't more messed up than they already were. Because you gotta imagine, they were in the trash bag before I bought them. They were in the trash bag when I bought them. They were in the trash bag in the car on the way home after I bought them. And still, they're not ripped. For the most part, they're not ripped. For For the most part, they're not dented. For the most part, they're in pretty decent shape. Racket Attack. Tennis game. It's not bad. Not bad. And Track and Field 2. I didn't even know there was a second one. But here's the manual, and it's actually in pretty good shape. So, yeah, dude. And there's like 10 manuals here. So, overall total, like 25 items, 26 items. That's crazy. And I'm still not halfway done. Alright, so here we got a PC game. You got a brand new, sealed. Obviously, I opened it. Blitzkrieg 2. I've never heard of the franchise. But I'm going to be real honest. It's sealed. It's a PC game. It's a game. Bam. Done and done. Oh, look at the manual for this thing. Look how thick that is. Blitzkrieg. Okay. I got another game. It's complete in box. But the box is pretty beat up. But that's okay. Unreal Tournament 2004. I've never played an Unreal Tournament, I'm going to be honest, but it looks interesting. I mean, I'm not even sure if it's supported anymore or not. I'd have to look into that. But that seems very interesting. Now, I'm going to start with the Super Nintendo games I got out of the slot. Switching back to games, and I know what you're thinking. It's Madden 98. Who plays Madden 98? This guy. I like the old school sports games. I mean, I don't normally go for the sports games, but I play them and I find them interesting. Super Battle Tank. Oh yeah, can you see that? Super Battle Tank. War in the Gulf. War in the Gulf. Next one, NHL 96. Once again, another sports game. Now, I don't go out of my way to get sports games, but I will play them. I mean, if they're in a lot, I'll get them. And this one, if you have a Super Nintendo, you gotta have this one, because this was, I gotta be honest, I think this was like a major title when the Super Nintendo came out. Although it needed some accessories with it. Mario Paint. And before you ask, yes, they all work. I found a friend of mine, who actually has Mario Paint and had the accessories, and I was able to test it out. It works perfectly. There's no problems with it. I may have to clean it, but then again, with old school games like that, cleaning them is kind of a must. Alright, so now I'm going to go to the N64 section. Can't believe I have to say sections, you know what I mean? Madden 99. Continuing the sports titles. Mission Impossible. Chopper Attack. And WCW NWO Revenge. And believe it or not, I actually already have WCW NWO Revenge from back when I had my original N64. Actually, that's a lie. That is a lie, people. I got rid of my N64 before I became a collector, and I was stupid. Before I got to the point where I'm not going to get rid of my stuff anymore. My wife had an N64, and when we got married, she brought it into the collection, and I happened to already have it in it. Sorry I lied to you people. I'm sorry. That's not cool. I mean, come on. Why would you lie? It's something silly. Let's see. Let's do Nintendo next. Yeah, let's do Nintendo. Nintendo's always fun. Alright, this isn't all of them. I'm going to have to take breaks because there's a lot of them. But, Okay. Championship Bowling. Codename Viper. And what I'm noticing is a lot of the labels are actually in really good condition on these ones. Of course, Racket Attack. Like I said, label, really good condition. A little scuffing on the bottom, but you can buff that out. Like it's something rubbed up against it or whatever. You just wipe it down, it'll get rid of it. This one's in a little worse shape. Sky Shark. It has a little stain right here, and unfortunately, some of it got onto the label, but it looks like, oh, it just came off. There you go. Label's in pretty good condition. Wipe down the cartridge. Good to go. This is one I have never heard of. The label's in pretty, it has seen better days. Snake, Rattle, and Roll. I have never heard of it. But, you know, hey, just because I didn't hear about it doesn't mean it's not a good game. And if you notice, the label's all crinkly, crunkly, right there. I'm not sure what caused that. The little story I did get, because there's something later on that I'm going to show you, is it was in a garage, close to water, obviously, if the manual was partially waterlogged. So, the game does work, though. So, I mean, I can always upgrade the copy later. And this one, I have the manual, so of course I got a Super Glove Ball. And before you ask, the label is actually in really good condition. And, side note, you don't need the Power Glove to play it, but then again, why would you play Super Glove Ball without it? You know what I mean? It's like that was the whole gimmick, right? But, dude, there you go. Of course, another one I have the manual for, Tecmo Baseball. And the label is in pretty good condition. So part of it, like right here in the corner, is coming up. But, like I said, the information I got on these games, I thought they were going to be in horrible shape. They weren't going to play. The labels were going to be all messed up. But that's not the case. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are a few that are messed up. Labels a little messed up. But for the most part, they're in really good condition, all things considered. Like this one, Track and Field 2. Label is in really good condition. And you've already seen the manual. Dude, all I need is a box and a Nintendo sleeve, and there you go. You know what I mean? Maybe not complete to certain standards, but complete in my eyes. Alright. And Top Gun. Now see this one, a little worse for wear, but Top Gun. Not sure if you can tell. It's dirty, it's grungy, and the label has seen better days. That's what I expected for all of them. And some of them come out looking like brand spanking, like they just came out the box. And it's like, that's crazy. So that's the first part of the Nintendo section. And I know what you're thinking. Hurry up. Well, I would like to. But there's a lot of Nintendo games. Oh. Alright. Oh, jeez. Okay. Now, some of these I haven't heard of, so I want to apologize if I don't act like if it's like really rare or something like that. I want to apologize. I don't think I got anything super rare, but Casino Kid Poker, man. And like I said, the label is in really good condition. The cartridge is in really good condition. Might need to like do a light wipe down or something like that. But for the most part, it's in really good condition. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. I think I already have this one. Let's check the collection. Yep, already got it. But you know what? It's still a really good copy. The label's in really good condition. There you go. So that's probably going to enter into a group of games called Trade Bait, or I don't know, I might donate it to another gamer that doesn't have it yet. I don't think it's a super rare title, but you know, hey, if they don't have it, help a brother out. Tetris! If I have the manual, you saw it, then obviously I got Tetris in the collection, right? Unfortunately, I already have this version of Tetris. So once again, another game and the manual with it will go in for trade bait and or donation to a local friend who also plays games. Gotta be able to do it, right? Help a bro out. You already know I got this one. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh yeah. And this label, actually this label has seen better days, but it's actually not in that bad a shape. I'm actually quite happy with this. But once again, I already have it, so it's going to be entering what's called the trade bait zone or the donation zone. Check with my friends first. See if they got a game I don't have, and so on and so forth. Silent Service is next. Gotta be silent service. Alright. Next one. King of the Beach. Right. Of the Beach. Now, volleyball game. You know, everybody's taste is different. I actually already own a copy of this, which is weird. It's like, but I already have it. So it's going to enter the zone of trade bait or donation. Go from there. Actually, my copy has a Nintendo sleeve and a manual with it. The manual has seen better days. And before you ask, yes, I've already checked the duplicate games that I already have. I'm going to be keeping the better label, obviously, and the other one's going to be in the trade bait bin. Jack Nicklaus Golf. I know that's not the official title, but well, it's long, it's boring, and I'm not going to do it. So yeah, I already have that one too. So I'm going to be keeping the manual and... Wait, do I have the manual already for that one? It doesn't look like it, but I already have the game. Now, if you've watched my previous videos, you know I already have this game. I already have this game, and I already have the box for this game. No manual, no sleeve. And this one's kind of seen better days. Hide Glide. And there it is. Right there. It's seen better days. Looks like a dog got a hold of it, started chewing on it. Big giant hole in there. Game works. I don't even know if it's worth anything. Because of that, I mean, I'm sure it's worth something, but probably not a lot. And this is definitely, probably a donation more than a trade bait bin, because I don't think anybody would want to trade for a chewed up copy of a game. I mean, maybe if there was a story with it, you know what I mean? Like I used to have, for those people who play Magic, I used to have a Sensei's Divining Top that has made the trip all the way to Afghanistan and back. It had a story. It was beat the hell up because it was played with in Afghanistan. There's no story for that one. There's no story for that one. Dog got a hold of it, chewed it, and went, nom nom. So unfortunately, I don't think anybody's going to want that one. Double Dribble is the next game, and I actually already own it. This is like the first basketball game I ever played with my brothers, and they always whipped me good. And so when I was testing this one out, I played my son, and I whipped him. Which isn't saying much, because let's be real, he's 7, almost 8, never played the game before in his life. I kind of took advantage. Next one, golf. don't get too excited. I know the label looks good, but rental previous owner sticker. But luckily it's on the side, and it may take some doing. I might be able to get it off, but who knows. But the label's in really good condition, and that's what matters. And of course, Blades of Steel. Now, I hear that there's a red label variant. I actually already have this version of it. I was kind of hoping it was a red label variant, so I could have both of them. Yes, I'm not gonna go out of my way to get a variant, but if it happens to land in my lap, I'll take it. This isn't it, unfortunately. So that's gonna join the trade bait donation bin. Now this one, it's a good find, but some of it's in pretty bad shape. Like, I'm gonna start off Vexando or Vexanando. I'm sorry if I'm saying the name wrong. The label seems to be in pretty good condition. Maybe a little bubbling here and towards the bottom, but it's in really good shape. Now here's the part that's a little... I got the box with it, and don't get excited. But the manual's in there too, and to be completely honest, the manual has seen some better days. Some mildew, definitely waterlogged. I mean, it is what it is. It was part of the lot. I can always upgrade it later. But what are you going to do? That's what I saw in the photo that made me want to look at it and piqued my interest, because I'm always looking for games that come with a box. Boxes are hard to come by, because if you were like me and you got a game and it had a box, you immediately threw the box away and kept the game. Stupidly. And this last one, this last Nintendo game. Now, I did not have this game. And the person was telling me about it. How it might not work. Because it's like High and Glide. My dog did get a hold of it. But I'm going to be real honest. It works. I didn't have it before, and it's really expensive to get. DuckTales. Woo! Look at that. Look at that label. The label is in extremely good condition. I was shocked. And this is where the dog chewed it and bit it and all that good stuff. A big huge crack right there. And she's like, I don't think it'll work. I'm like, well, the circuitry's down here, so I don't think the dog got a hold of that. I did test it. It does work. It's not the best copy in the world, but you know what? It beats having to pay like $50 to $100 on eBay or whatever. eBay, man. What the hell? But hey, if you can get the game, it's a working copy. May not be the best copy, but it's a working copy. And like I said, I bought it in this lot. I've shown you over 40, 50 games, and I'm not even done. So I paid like 70 cents for this game. I'll take it. I'll take it. Alright, now we're going to go into the Genesis portion of this video. And I think I'm finally starting to end this pickup video, because this is the last section. FIFA International Soccer. And complete in box. Didn't have it before. I do now. What's going on there? Yeah, didn't have it before. Have it now. And box, dude. In the box. It's not even loose. And there's no real water damage on it or anything. So some of these games, it's like, it may not be the most awesomest title, but it's like, it's in really good condition. NBA Live 96, for example. In box. I mean, no manual, but the box is in decent shape. It's not waterlogged. It's crazy. And Sonic the Hedgehog. I know what you're saying. That's a common title. And no, there's no game in here. No game, no manual. But you know what? If you've seen my previous video, I gave my buddy Jason a Genesis with all 3 Sonics in it. He now has a box for his Sonic the Hedgehog 1. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with donating when it's due. In Joe Montana football, or sports talk football, correction. Loose, no box. But honestly, the label's in pretty good condition. Now, I already have this, so it's going to go into the trade donation bin. I might actually give it to my buddy Jason as well. Because I don't think I know it wasn't in the collection I gave him, but I don't know if he's added anything to it. This next one, it's just a box. But, if you see my previous videos, I have a Sonic 3, but the box is pretty sun-faded. And the thing that makes me even happier, this one has the manual. So now, swap out that box for this box. Take that box, give it to my buddy Jason. So now he has a box for Sonic 3 too. Oh, best part, still has the little tabby thing. That's a thing apparently. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. So, that was pretty big, right? Huge. Like I said, I got even more coming. You know, I got more pickups. I got at least one more video in me. And that's if I don't pick up more before I make the video. So there you go. Facebook Marketplace, great place to find video games. Just do your homework. Be willing to take a risk. I've taken risks a lot lately. And luckily for me, they paid off. It does kind of help that my collection isn't nearly as big as some of these other collectors, like Metal Jesus, Mega Retro Bros, or even RGT 85. So, I mean, my collection isn't nearly as big, so it fills holes. With that being said, see you guys next week. Probably with another pickup video or a playthrough. Depends on what I feel like. So, I'll see you guys next week.